Okay, this is Stellar Joe Coffee. It's a new product out on the market. It's a liquid coffee extract, and what I want to show you here is I want to show you exactly how it works. Okay, what you do to start off with this is you just give it a shake, okay? It is a concentrate, so it will settle a little bit. Open it, it'll have a little tear here, you open it, and what you're going to end up doing when you open this thing is you're going to expose a chamber, and this is a measuring chamber, okay? And I'll show you why that's important. What you're dealing with when you're dealing with the concentrate is this is a 69-to-1 ratio, so this stuff is really strong. But what you'll see here is we're going to unscrew this cap, and just like this will show it a little better here. Okay, we have measuring lines here, and on the back of the bottle you'll see that you want 2 to 3 cups, you want 4 cups, you want 5 to 6 cups. It just depends on how much coffee you're making. And what you do is you just loosen the cap, you give this a squeeze, and this bottle will measure out for you how much extract you want. In this case, I'm doing about 2 glasses, okay? So what I would do here, let's say I'm going to make some iced coffee. So what I would do in this case, the advantage of Stellar Joe is you don't actually have to use ice, which is nice. If you got cold water, you got your coffee, any sweeteners or anything you might use for your coffee, but basically all you're going to do is I'm just going to pour ice water, not ice, so I don't need to dilute the product. I'm going to pour that into the cup. Depending on how much you want, I usually do a big cup. I'll put 2 or 3 cups of coffee in this at once. For me in the morning, this is nothing. I'll fill this up about a pint, and then what I'll do is I'll take 2 to 3 cups of Stellar Joe, and in this case, let's squeeze it out again. So I'll squeeze it out. I'll measure my amount out. That's about right, and I just pour that right into the ice water. And that's all you need. You got coffee right here. And this is iced coffee. You want to add your cream, you want to add your sweetener to that, and you're good to go. It's cold. You can fire it down. You can sip on it however you want. The advantage of this is you don't have to, I want to get something to stir that with. I'll just use this real quick. But basically, you just give it a stir, and it mixes seamlessly. The cool thing about this is, usually if you're using a hot coffee, you got to take the ice to cool it down. So it takes time to do that. When you're brewing your coffee, you got to heat the coffee up. It takes time to brew the coffee. Then you got to put ice on it. So now you got to cool it down, and you're also diluting the product. Okay. The advantage here is it's got to be fast and easy to use, and that's what Stellar Joe's about. We're selling you convenience, but we got a quality product. This is 100%. This is all natural. There's no preservatives. There's no junk in this thing. Okay, now we got our coffee, and here's the cleanup. Here's the cleanup. Here's what we're dealing with. Get ready, because there's a lot of work. Okay, what I like to do I like to clean. You don't have to clean this chamber out. When you get it, it might look like this a little bit because people might have squeezed something up in the chamber. It's not dirty. It's just coffee there. Another thing I want to bring up, do not refrigerate. This goes right on the shelf. Okay, you don't have to refrigerate. It's a huge advantage. Okay, now what I do, because I like this kind of clean, what I do is I just go over. You could do it with this water, but myself, I'll just put a little splash in here for me. And then what I do is I just put the cap back on, and I just shake it up like this. Now, keep in mind, when this is concentrated stuff, I'm not throwing this out. I'm putting it in. So I just pour it right back in. I'll put that right in my iced coffee, and you can see how nice and clean the chamber is now. Okay, now let me tell you about the value of Stellar Joe. This 8-ounce container will make 80 5-ounce cups of coffee for less than a quarter a cup.